I realized today after fishing through a couple boxes that I need some additional organization. I did the small parts organizer like 6 months ago, and I think I need another one. I got room for it, so I'm going to walk you through the steps of making one and putting it up and what I did and how I do it, and then I'm also going to link below a drawing of the whole thing because I screwed up the last one just a little bit in the measurement, and then I thought I learned my lesson, and I did another one and may have screwed it up on a couple of cuts as well. So I learned my lesson. It only takes me like 6-7 times, twice. Took me twice to learn my lesson this time. But I'll go ahead and write it all out and draw it up so that you have measurements and a cut list if you want to do the same thing. So I'm installing this with a French cleat, not because I'm in love with French cleats, but more in that it's super secure, super strong, and if I do need to move it at some point, I can, either to rearrange a shop or to move shops, period. All right, the cabinet's installed. Let me go grab a couple of boxes and let's start filling it up. So this is not made out of perfect lumber, as a note. This is just some scrap lumber, some scrap 3/4 inch plywood that I had laying around from a previous cabinet build for someone. I don't know, I had like 1/4 of a sheet, and that's about what it took to do this with a couple of these pieces in the middle from a scrap bin. All right, we're about half full. I need to pick up another set. I'll actually put a link to these online. These are my favorite things for hardware. They're for modular fishing systems, and they're made by Plano, like tackle boxes, but they're great for little parts. And you can buy them in sets of 2 or sets of 4. I'll link both. I don't get anything from Plano. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't have a store link for Amazon. It's not a kickback. It's just what I've used. I've used them for years, and they stay the same size. And so if you build an organizer and you wear a box out or break a box or crack a box, ask me how I know, you can always get the same size to fit right in. Now the color of the snaps might be different, but the overall size is the same. Well, you know how I am about show your mistakes. So let's talk about what all I screwed up here. So maybe you don't do it. So number one, I measured these out, these cuts, 1/4 for 3/4 inch plywood. The plywood itself actually isn't 3/4. It's a little less than that. And so you can see right there, what should be a piece of 1/4 inch plywood left over in the middle is not. So what that meant was, as it climbed up, I've got some gap. A little frustrating, but fine. And then with the new dado saw, I got carried away making dados, and I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 too many dados. So in the top piece, instead of just dadoing like the one in the middle, I dadoed just, I guess, everywhere. So I have not put a piece in that one yet, and I won't. I'm just going to leave that alone. The same thing here in the middle. There's that gap again. Damn it. But down here, I did glue a piece in. I had some poplar that was kind of laying around, so I glued that in, and just for structural purposes, and then that way I was able just to drop a couple screws in just to make myself happy. But yeah, the drawings that I'm attaching below or linking below, they are for 3/4 inch plywood. If your plywood is not 3/4 inch, then you're gonna have to monkey with the measurement just a little bit to make sure that this sort of thing doesn't happen. And then don't get overzealous with your new dado saw. Nope, couldn't do it. No, I went in the house and I was fine with it. I said the words, but even though no one will ever know but me, I cut some 1/4 inch strips and put them in there. I just can't leave it. Nope. Nope. Can't do it. It'll be fine, I told myself. It'll be fine. No one will know. I knew. It bugged the living bejesus out of me, really. It must have been like 10:30 when I came back out here and cut those little strips and just glued them in. I couldn't leave it. Just couldn't do it. So I'm actually organizing the bins, and I was moving stuff from 2 other piles of pop rivet stuff into a bin to organize it. And I cut out a space for the pop rivet gun, and in the middle of it, I just started dying laughing, and it was over a memory I had from years and years ago, and it's because of these. These are 1/8 inch aluminum pop rivets, and back in elementary school, I was the shiznit, and I stole every one of these that my dad had at least twice. I sold these for a nickel a piece, or maybe even no, it had been a nickel a piece, to all of my friends and all of my acquaintances and anybody that I even sort of knew that played with Legos. Why? Because this is a Lego man sword. This 1/8 inch pop rivet fits right into the Lego man's hand. And I know it must have driven my father crazy. Like, what did he do with all his pop rivets? And he, again, must have replaced them at least twice. Yeah. Sorry, Daddy.